Alright, let's do this. So, amazing Christmas. I have a lot of dear friends. I really do. I am very, very, very thankful for every single one of them. They make this worthwhile. You make this worthwhile. That said, more than once, well, most people can't listen because I'm still getting like a ton of fucking DMs, and I don't know how to put it to people to just stop fucking DMing me. And I definitely understand that if we have conversations all the time, even if I talk to you in chat, somebody else's chat, and everything like that, it's probably okay to DM me. I'm probably doing a project. I'm probably, probably making a slime of you or something like that. Anything that's been going on. Potaroos were just recently happening. You could request a Potaroo that way. If I've never communicated with you before and you're DMing me, freaking say hi to me on freaking regular messages. Like some of my freaking posts. Get to know who I am before you basically start doing this. Because otherwise, and this is the flat honest truth, otherwise I just think you're spam. Being a GFX artist is not a good thing. Trying to solicit me, an artist, for, trying to squeeze the money out of me, or to do art and not get paid your value for it, which I don't understand how GFX works. I think that it's a formula, and I think it's built in, and I don't think it's a lot of work, and I think that they have because it all looks the same, so there's no uniqueness to it. It's all built in. Can you really consider yourself a GFX artist, I guess? I don't know what that is. I know they are the first to be screaming bloody murder about AI, because AI can replicate that shit easy. I mean, I've seen names that people use names. I've seen so many logos with the person's name, especially VTubers. And they all look identical. I could literally just go to friends of mine who I would assume have this done, have a t-shirt of GFX work on it, me supporting a VTuber because I didn't know any better at the time. This is what happens. This is what happens. And I feel really bad for people who are not artists, because this is what happens. You get work that looks like just like everybody else's. It's copied over and over and over again. The lettering, all that stuff. I know somebody that was offering free because they were working on them, backgrounds and things like that. And I almost took them up on it until I realized that they were affiliated with GFX artists. And I don't know how affiliated they are, and I don't know how much their work overlaps. But they're an actual artist, and they're now affiliated with that. I don't know. Now that I brought all this stuff up, let me bring up another thing. I forget that I'm old. All the time. I forget, you know, I turned 50 and it feels like the world did not turn 50 with me. One of the harsh realities of it is that my generation is kind of the forgotten generation. We're not really Generation X. We didn't really get. There's not been a Gen Xer president. And I had somebody tell me that, Kamala Harris, if she takes over, or gets elected president after Biden, she's a Gen Xer. She's not a Gen Xer. She's still a boomer. There are people calling me a boomer, and I feel like my generation is just forgotten, is gone. Because there's two generations. There's millennials and Zoomers, or Gen Z. Two generations after my generation. And there's another generation popping up beyond the Gen Zers. Gen Z, the millennial generation are like the old folks now. And I'm like, what does that make me? And they're like, that makes you a boomer. And I'm like, oh my God, how do I be a boomer when I'm not even part of that generation at all? My generation is just forgotten. It's just a lost generation. And it's because the boomers outnumber us so much. There's almost 2-to-1 boomers. Actually, I think it's over 2-to-1 boomers. Even though the boomers are just starting to freaking hit their they're just starting to get offed. My generation is retired. And I don't think with my generation retiring, I don't think that we should, now have the presidency. I think we missed it. Even though whoever's in the next presidency, it looks like they're going to be another freaking boomer. It's going to hit the boomers again one more time. The boomers are going to be in the White House one more time, and I hope that's the end of it. But the millennials might get missed as well. If they keep that up. And everybody seems okay with this. Everybody seems okay with, like, the large majority of the people in Congress being fucking boomers. Because if they weren't okay with this, they would just vote them out. I'm not for this, like, term limit bullshit, not being able to vote for the people you want to vote for. But the truth of the matter is that if people really wanted these people out, they would just vote them out. Welcome to how voting works. And if somebody tells me, oh, voting doesn't work, I mean, it got freaking President Trump freaking elected. So if you were for Trump, you got elected. So how could you say that it's not working? And then it got friggin' Biden elected. So it got, Trump unelected. So how can you say that it doesn't work? It works. It works just fine. People just got to use it. Vote them out. If you don't want them there, vote them out. If you don't have a candidate to take over, be that candidate. What can I say? Scam happens when politicians take kickbacks and get money to get elected, and make promises to their constituents and don't follow through. I hate getting political. I fucking hate it. Biden's not my guy, but definitely Trump by far isn't. I think he wrecked this country. And we're not doing anything to fix it. It will be the end of democracy. And boomers will have done it. Would have done it. that they've been forgotten. Say that they've been not represented. And yeah, there are some people in Congress that are, there are a few Gen Xers in Congress. Not a lot, but there are a few. But the millennials are definitely taking over. And I hope they do. This is me getting old. My problem with it is that I forget that I'm getting old. I forget that I'm from a forgotten generation. I forget that I am not a millennial or a Gen Z. I forget that I'm not a Zoomer. I forget that I'm not 20 years old. I really do. I think it's because I don't really feel like I belong. I definitely don't belong with the boomers, but I don't even feel like I belong with the Gen Xers. They are what they are. I really do feel like my generation just gave up. And allowed the boomers to keep control. It was frustrating, and it makes me angry, and I don't think that the world is a better place because there were Gen Xers. The world definitely, like, the boomers blame our current state on the fact that the greatest generation or the silent generation, depending on what you want to say, because the silent generation didn't do anything, so we're going to go with the greatest generation. The greatest generation that happened, which is the ones that were born during World War I and a little bit after. That great generation that grew up in the 40s had the boomer generation. That generation is blamed for like all the industrial problems that we're having, the fact that the planet's not able to replenish itself and everything like that. But the truth is they're to blame. And they've been in power probably the longest. And the boomers have been there probably the longest in power. I'll definitely say that the Gen X gave it up. They gave it up for old thinking that wasn't working to begin with, and that's our fault. But that old thinking that wasn't working, that's the freaking boomers. The Earth's not going to keep replenishing itself. It's going to give up on us. And before 2050, this planet's going to be uninhabitable. And there's not going to be a lot of boomers around when that happens. There's going to be Gen Xers that they mistake for boomers. I'm terrified. The reason I'm talking about politics and everything like that is I'm absolutely terrified. I'm absolutely terrified. When the media says that, oh, we came close but we survived, we did not survive. Democracy just hung on. It did not survive. We did not put into place measures that would prevent something like what happened on January 6th to happen again. We will not prevent measures that a presidency that goes against the Constitution consistently and has basically destroyed the Supreme Court of this land and many other government agencies for years to come. That probably is permanent. It's probably permanent. It's probably the damage is so permanent. And I don't think that is surviving. The fact that he is still free after treason. The fact that they're even doubting, Maine or freaking Colorado wanting to pull him off the ballot. He shouldn't even be allowed on the ballot ever again. Shouldn't be able to hold office ever again. The evidence is clear. And this treasonous person, they literally might become president again. And that scares the hell out of me. I have sleepless nights over it. I used to think the president doesn't affect me all that much, so it doesn't really matter who's in office. I didn't care in 2016 that he got elected. It was a freaking, turd sandwich and a freaking douchebag. Who the fuck cares? It's all the presidency doesn't affect me. And then it did. Directly. Killed off family members. In negligence. It's some scary shit. There's even more scary shit out there. And blaming it on China for our problems that we didn't resolve when we had the chance is not the way to do it. That's not a leader. That's not somebody we should be following. That's not strength. Strength is doing what's right when people are against you. He's the worst president we've ever had, period. That's what's going on with me. I'm not kidding. I have trouble sleeping because of this. I don't think that democracy is going to hold. I don't think democracy is going to help you. I think that it's going to fail. And I joked this is what the time travelers wanted, so I don't know. It's either what the time travelers wanted or it's proof that time travel is not possible. With our current, within humanity's lifetime. There it is. I think that time travel is possible. I think that there is a way to be a time traveler. But I don't think we're going to discover it within our lifetime. What I mean by our lifetime, I'm not just talking my lifetime, because my life could end tomorrow. I am talking humanity's lifetime, which also could end tomorrow. But if it ends tomorrow, there's no way that humanity is going to discover time travel. And who knows, there might be already alien races that discover time travel, so it's an amazing thing. And but I just need to get through this. I hope it's not as bad. I hope what I'm going through, more people are not going through. I hope people are like taking back their lives, basically. And making it through this challenging time. I think that it would be amazing if that could happen. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic time doing that. I really do. I hope that you're getting everything that you want. As always, if you can put cool beans in the comments below. Thank you for watching. It's amazing to me. I can't trust the analytics at all on YouTube, so if you are made it this far, you are an incredible person. And I kind of apologize because I'm just rambling, and but these are things I believe in. These are things I think about. These are things that I do. Morning Commute was designed for me to build upon the foundation that I already had, while improving how I communicate to everybody. I hope that I've improved. I mean, we will definitely see. The 3rd year anniversary, there's definitely going to be a these are the first videos, and this is where we are now, so it's an amazing thing. I mean, I did the singing to help me project, and I've done this, but I think I still mumble every time again, and I'm not through. And thank you for helping me through it all. Thank you for being here. That's the most important thing. Above all else, that's why I don't require monetary and gains and everything like that. Just being here. It costs nothing to subscribe. It costs nothing to follow. Then yeah, please do those things. But if it is a charge, those aren't required. Any money that's coming from your pocket to possibly mine, and I say that because once you put it out of your pocket and you try to give it to me, it goes through so many different people. It's like there's not much left when we're done. Direct to PayPal is probably the best way to do it, but even that is still, I don't get all of it. So take care of yourself. Be well. Have a good one. All right, bye.